Hey guys, Argent here. So I'm here at Fan Expo, and there'll be a series of vlogs. I'll do a supercut where I just put everything together to detail my adventures. So that's kind of cool. So over there you can't really see it, but they have their Nintendo product demonstrators, and they have new Metroid game for 3DS, so you can demo it there. Well, let's just head over. I have my pre-purchase ticket, so I shouldn't have to wait too long in line. Let's see here, pre-purchase tickets. Let's just keep going, and there'll be lots more quality content to go as I continue to make low-effort vlogs. Thank you, you worthless humans, for the views. So guys, I'm here at Fan Expo. I got my my t-shirt, which is pretty cool. It's got this Canadian like Iron Man thing. I guess Canuck Man or something. So yeah, here's Fan Expo. So we got t-shirt redemption, we've got some swag, and we got lots and lots of people selling stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We also have, I think I'm not sure who they are exactly, if they're artists or whatever. So I wasn't here in time for it. Oh no, I could go to this. No, I'm just kidding. Sci-fi speed dating. Like, because you have the Rebel and the First Order, so that's kind of cool. Oh, so yeah, you have the LGBTQ one, and then you have the het one as well. Free for ladies. That's funny. It's free for ladies, but not free for men. Hashtag female privilege. We have just a bunch of artists selling their stuff. That's cool. I always like the art at these. That's kind of what I tend to buy now, as you saw from my Anime North thing. Just because, well, just a lot of the other stuff is just kind of not that interesting to me anymore. You can kind of get it off of Amazon for cheaper. So here we go. We have a huge Game of Thrones thing. We have Fire and Blood. We have lots of cool stuff. Pretty much every Game of Thrones t-shirt possible. How much are they? I can't see. I'll take a look at that later. That's kind of funny. It's a plushie of George R.R. Martin. Of course they, what does he say when you press him? He should say, the next book will be done when it's ready. Every time somebody asks, I add another month onto it. General merchandise. We have some handmade horror stuff. So I assume that's pottery they've made. We got some plushies. So that's pretty cool. Once again, kind of the issue with things like plushies is you can get a lot of that stuff a lot cheaper elsewhere. Here's the wands. I actually have Voldemort's wand at home. So my family went to, what was it called again? Harry Potter Land one year. And when we were at Harry Potter Land, I got Voldemort's wand. So let's see what else we got here. We got some more statues and things. I just never got into statues just because they're really expensive. So he's got some plushies. We have some graphic novels. The problem with those is they're also just too expensive. Okay, so we have these, which are generally actually pretty reasonably priced. Unfortunately, I don't read comics. Maybe that'll kind of come as a surprise, since like literally everything else I read, but like every other nerdy thing, but I don't know, comics are just too far. I have a bunch of issues with comics. Ooh, that's a cool Link statue. My biggest issue with comics is that just trying to think how to describe it. No one ever stays dead. People just keep coming back to life. Like you think people have died, but they're not actually dead. They just come back, and then you have to just keep they reset the plot every 5 minutes. Like, you think that they're progressing somewhere in the plot, but oh no, the whole thing was a dream. Oh no, it was a reboot. Oh no, those people who got married weren't actually married. We have to have a contrived thing to break them up. We have to reboot the reboot. And then if they don't reboot the reboot, you get a case where it goes on for 20 years and nobody knows where the plot's going. And the plot almost always gets worse the longer it goes on. We have some of the celebrities here. So we have Serena Vincent. Why she's here, I don't know. I don't think she's been in anything lately. I know she was in Cabin Fever and not another teen movie. I forget what Patricia Quinn's been in. We have Barry Botswick. I don't remember what he's been in. Let me see if it has. Oh, he was in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay. Then we have Meatloaf. He's not here at the moment then. We have Tim Curry. We have... I like Meatloaf, actually. My father's a huge Meatloaf fan. Huge Meatloaf fan. We have that guy, whoever that guy is. Okay. We have that person. I don't know who half these people are. Maybe that just means I'm a pleb or something. I'll just, if anybody knows who these people are, just, well, I could look it up, but I'm too lazy to look it up. I wish they would have, like, some indication of what they were in, just because I don't know who most of these people are. So let's see here. We have whatever her name is. We have Carrie Payton, spelled with a K for quality content. We have whoever that person is, that proud woman of color. We have Jason Isaacs, finally someone I recognize. It's that guy from, oh, what's the movie called again? The movie with the kid who finds out about his true powers. Oh, crap, I forget what it's called. I got lost in my own joke. That shitty movie, it's like Kidnapped or Abduction or something. Richard Dreyfuss. Oh, my vey. Richard Dreyfuss. Anthony Daniels, aka C-3PO. We have Matt Smith, the doctor, who will be here maybe at some point.
Yeah, I can't scan her.
Billy Piper, no idea who she is. Felicia Day, no idea who she is. He's Matt Smith from that shitty show Doctor Who. Yeah, I hate Doctor Who. I don't care who knows it. It's just like the quirkiest, lamest. Oh, it represents everything. It's just cringe. I don't really know how to describe it other than just saying it's really cringy. Zachary Levi, no idea what he's from. Jason Mewes, no idea what he's from. Stephen Amell, okay. At least they have the honor of having what he's, like, a picture of the thing he's from, so he's apparently from Arrow, I guess. We got someone wearing the Joker mask, not sure if you saw that. What else do we got? We have Amy Jo Johnson. I believe she's from Power Rangers. Wasn't she Kimberly? Let's see here. We've got some voice actors. We have the voice of Babs. No, or Buster. I forget his name. Voice of Brain. The voice of the Beast. And then we have a bunch of other people. Oh yeah, they have David Hayter here? Let's see if David Hayter's actually here. I'm too cheap to do anything like get an autograph. It's probably like $80 to get that guy to sign something. But just knowing he's here is pretty cool. So it's kind of neat. So we have David Hayter and Jennifer Hale. Probably the two big headliners. Then we also have the voice of Goku and the voice of that guy from that shitty anime Attack on Titan. And we have Chris Sabat, who's not here, the legendary Chris Sabat. Oh, we got hats for the different Pokemon games. Oh my god. We have the Down syndrome mistress herself. Wow. They even captured it in the thing. Oh my. Oh, we got wall scrolls. I love wall scrolls. For those of you who aren't aware, wall scroll is basically you... Well, it's a scroll. It's like a fabric poster, basically. You unravel them and pin them up. And they're kind of like posters, but because they're made out of fabric, they're a lot easier to store because you can just roll them up. You can be a little rough with them. Fabric doesn't rip particularly easy. You kind of have to deliberately be trying to break it. And then we're going to come to my favorite booth, the body pillows. This is normally where I spend most of my money. Oh man, it's the last one. Gotta get that. Got a Naruto one for Yaoi fans. We got a Ray one. There's no Asuka one. There's no Best Girl. Damn it. Let's see. Then we got pillowcases, just so they could fit more in. I assume they have more pillowcases than pillows. Some people have their own pillows and they like to swap it out. Especially good for those people with more stamina. They might want to go with a Ray, and then they want to go with an Asuna, and then maybe a Kagome. And if you just have the one poster that you, one pillow that you keep switching with, it saves you a lot of money. 2 for $51? Are you kidding me? That's a sale? Wow. That t-shirt better be, I don't know, made out of solid gold or something like that. Let me take a picture of this. This is kind of cool. The Tower of t-shirts. All that bulk and they're still expensive as balls. Who else would say that 2 for 1 is cheap? Then we got the mystery boxes. If you, so those are 2 for $60. I'm tempted to get one of those, even though I know they're expensive and probably a ripoff. We got the wall of these things, the pop figures, which I've never gotten into. They're just kind of small. They all kind of look the same and they're expensive. So that's kind of 3 for 3 on the do not buy scale. So this person takes normal plushies and makes them into zombie plushies by adding stuff over them. Well, that's kind of cool. So crossing over to the other building, just put this on because you can see the CN Tower here. I'm right at the base of it. And yes, this is kind of the, yeah, you can kind of see the top from here. It's kind of neat. Just if those of you who haven't seen the CN Tower before, it's kind of the only thing Toronto's known for, other than the ponds. Okay, we got a cool sign over there. I have to go check it out. Cosplay is not consent. Let's see here. If you'd like to take a picture of another fan at Fan Expo, please ask. Of course. Because you can't take pictures of people in public. I know it isn't. I don't think they had that at, what's it called again? Oh boy. We have samples of red, or actually red rain. I'm going to take a sample of this. Let's see, I guess we can get an Argent tries it in. I'll try the purple one as well, please.
No problem.
Thank you. Argent tries it. Hello everybody, welcome to Argent tries it. So we're going to try this red rain. The sort of house rain, of course. So let's try this. It's not a bad grape flavor. Yeah, there's the bitter aftertaste. That's definitely caffeinated. That is definitely caffeinated. Ooh, that's a strong taste. I like it though. Okay guys, are you ready for a super cuck. Like literally the biggest cuck I've ever seen. Well, one of the biggest ones. Look at this. Free apologies from an American. Presumably over Donald Trump. I mean, just look at this. It's just, oh my God. So this is Cards Against Humanity. So it's We're Sorry Canada. So this is just how it, this is like, so it's Cards Against Humanity, something that's widely regarded as being edgy and unpolitically correct. So despite that, we have We're Sorry Canada as being kind of one of the main thing here. We're sorry we never learned the metric system. So it's all this like, we're self-hating, we have this guilt. We're sorry our president never threatened to build a wall or border. Okay, we're sorry about guns. Maybe this is sarcastic, but I doubt it. I mean, that's kind of the issue. The left has no self-awareness and they can't seem to parody themselves. Yeah. So, Cards Against Humanity. So despite being politically incorrect, we have the super cuckish, we're sorry for not being as cucked as you are. So yeah, exhibit at the AGO. Yep, so they're going to have a crossover where Guillermo del Toro's private art collection is going to be on at the AGO, which is the Art Gallery of Ontario. So that would be pretty cool, actually. So we have a bunch of Guillermo del Toro t-shirts and stuff like that. So that's pretty neat. And then we have a Frankenstein. Let's see here. We have a poster for what I'm sure will be the greatest movie of all time. Expect It reaction review based My Little Pony. The true traditionalism will be obtained. As I said, the Death to Normies party. I'm going to breed I'm going to make a robotic pony, and then I'm going to clone myself and cut half the body parts off of the clone, and the pony will design animatronic parts for the other half, and then we'll have cyborg centaurs, and I'll call them Chirons, and we will LARP together as Romans and Vikings, and we will take over the world. So we have Patriot Guardians. Is that like some shitty ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy? Or is it like a play maybe? Shout, I don't know what Shout is. Happy Death Day. Okay, so let's see here. We have Canadore College trying to get kids into video game development. I'm sure there are people who can do video game development. I'm sure it's not nearly as glamorous as people think there is. I mean, think of all like the shitty text. Look, it's Mud Shark the TV show. Well, one of the Mud Shark the TV shows. Every fucking superhero show seems to be that way. Agent Carter. What's her name? Whatever that girl's name is. Jonah Jones? Jessica Jones, that's it. Then you have the Oil Driller show, aka Daredevil. So yeah, it's just, that's what it means. If you've ever noticed, okay, so there's Transformers The Last Night. So as you know, that movie is a complete piece of shit. I haven't seen it, nor will I. Even as a joke, those movies are just too bad to parody. But the only reason they keep getting made is because they make a ton of money in China, because the Chinese have zero taste in movies. So a lot of shitty movie franchises just keep getting made because the Chinese like them. So then we have Marvel Legends. Whatever the heck that is. I don't know what that is. Then we have Zenscope Entertainment. Then we have, let's see here, we have Invite the League, we have Justice League. So here we just have some toys. So that's kind of cool. We got some Transformers stuff. I had Transformers a couple times. My parents didn't really like to buy me action figures, which is probably a good thing because I never really had the patience for them. But I could never transform a Transformer. I'm sorry to say. My motor skills were just too bad for that. So now we have one of the coolest things here. We have the Pokemon Lego. So we have a we have Beckloff here. So we have a Lego Beckloff. We have Pikachu, who's flying on a lightning bolt. We have Charmander, who's using, I guess, Ember flamethrower. And we have Squirtle, who's using water gun, and that's all made out of Lego. So that's pretty cool. I have a friend of mine who makes castles out of Lego, so he'd probably take these apart and make them into castles. It's kind of cool. We got a Lego Gyarados. We got another Beckloff. We have Beckloff after he stops being a need and gets a job again and evolves. We have Charizard, and we have some more Pokemon. Then we have a... I'm not sure what that is exactly. Is that a dropship or something? Let's see here. Mega Construction. We was Vikings, where you can go and LARP. You can LARP as the Aryan master race. You see, the Romans were actually from Scandinavia. The modern people who live in the Mediterranean are actually descended from the Mooks. Because, you see, most of the world used to be blonde. Because you had Vikings who went to the New World, and they're the ones who built the pyramids. Because you got that R1A DNA, like, you know, the Solutrean hypothesis and that whole thing. Because of the Solutrean hypothesis, all the stuff in the New World that was built by Nords. And then you have Nords who went to China, and they built all that stuff there. Emperor Qin was actually a Viking. And all the Roman emperors and upper class were also Vikings. So that show is just, it's good because it glorifies the Aryan master race. At the same time, though, it doesn't really portray them as the founders of all the world's civilizations. So it's kind of historically inaccurate. Hey everybody, I just had to do a short video on Nintendo booth because it's Nintendo. It's like the greatest company ever. Oh god, I love Nintendo, and I've always loved Nintendo. Granted, they've gotten worse over the years when they kind of switched over to all kiddie game stuff. But it's still awesome. So we got like the new Mario game. I'm not sure what it's called, Mario Worlds, Mario something or other. We got some Goombas here. That's pretty cool. One of them wearing a Mario hat mustache. Oh, Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, okay, that's cool. So we got Switches here. Got people playing the Switch. We've got a whole bunch of TVs and stuff set up. We have people playing Mario, people playing Splatoon. We've got ARMS stuff. It's pretty cool. It's nice to see that kind of thing. Got the Nintendo line start, so yeah, that's the Nintendo booth. Let's go through the rest of the Sony booth. So we have people playing Call of Duty World War II because there wasn't enough Call of Duty World War II games. And we have people on the Autism Simulator playing PS4 with the racing wheel, the super cool chair, and the VR thing, which is pretty lame, but it is what it is. Got Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm sure that's going to be a quality game. Like all the games in that series are nothing but the highest quality. We have the 501st Legion. And I don't know if you know who the 501st Legion is. The first 501st Legion is the Stormtrooper Legion Vader uses in the Star Wars extended universe, or I guess the Clone Wars and Rebels, they're canon now. So yeah, the 501st is his. And they're basically a bunch of cosplayers who, well, they cosplay as stormtroopers, but they go to events like this and they raise money for cancer and the Children's Make-A-Wish Foundation. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So yeah, so they go around, they do all kinds of charitable events, they have parades. It's kind of a men's club, I guess you could say in a way. But yeah, the 501st are pretty cool guys. I like them. So like here, yeah, so we have the control panel with the Death Star, we have the Stormtrooper helmets, and here they have, for $5, you can shoot a Stormtrooper with a bunch of plastic darts. So I mean, that's pretty cool. So that's the kind of stuff they have. So share your picture, use hashtag 501st Canada. So that's really neat. So here we have Boogie 982, otherwise known as Jabba the Hutt. Oh, and he actually talks even. That's awesome. Okay, so that's cool. I mean, I like that. I like kind of some quirky nerd guys getting together and doing some good. I don't have anything against Make-A-Wish Foundation or cancer. Well, it depends on the cancer charity. By the way, guys, I bought my first thing of the show. You know, I really like EVs, so I got this cool EV poster. So hopefully, you can get that home without damaging it, which can be tricky sometimes. The Ontario Ghostbusters, that's kind of neat. Not sure what they do exactly. Maybe I'll go by and take a closer look later. But yeah, Shadow of War. That looks really bad. You turned me on. Oh, you turned on me. Okay. Something like that. So yeah, good old 501st. Let's see here. Let's go to another haul. So guys, there's something that no comic or anime convention would be remiss, would be complete without. We got chicken tendies. So they're uncooked chicken breaded cutlets, and these have Darth Vader in them and Yoda, and it is the official food of the Jedi as well as the official gamer food. All you need is your Mountain Dew Kickstart and your Red Bull and your Darth Vader costume and your chicken tendies, and then everything just works out. See, what chicken tendies do is, a lot of people will know this, I'm going to be honest with you because I'm an honest person, is the chicken tendies have metachlorians in them. See, the combination of the breaded crumbs and the frying is the perfect environment for metachlorians to be incubated in. So what you do is you eat the chicken tendies and they give you the metachlorians and you become a Jedi or a Sith. You become a Sith sorcerer, and if you eat them for enough years you become a Sith wizard, like Sith Inquisitor. So what they do is they take the kids when they're young and they find the kids who want chicken tendies the most, and then they just stuff the kid, take them to the Jedi Temple, and they just stuff them with chicken tendies. They have several Wendy's within the Jedi Temple, and each one they eat, they get more metachlorians. So yeah, so that is what they do. That is a secret. It's also what they do in Harry Potter. It's the magical gene is genetic, and the chicken tendies activate the magic gene. Squibs are people who don't have enough chicken tendies when they're young. A lot of people don't know that. The Force comes from chicken tendies. The ability to control dragons comes from chicken tendies. What's it called again? Targaryens who can't ride dragons. They just didn't eat enough chicken tendies when they're young. They ate too many lamprey pies. They didn't have enough chicken tendies. So a lack of chicken tendies leads to madness. It leads to you losing your superpowers. Do you know how many Superman eats a day? Superman eats so many chicken tendies. Darth Vader's costume has a tube in it with mashed chicken tendies that's pumped directly into his heart. And there's a feeding tube, and he dies when they remove the mask because he's no longer getting the chicken tendies. It's kind of like the spice melange. The spice melange is the cinnamon flavored chicken tendy. It's the coating that the Fremen put on the chicken tendy that gives them the ability to see the future. So that's a bit of education for those of you. I know there's a lot of dumb people in my audience, so that's some education for you.